Well, when it comes to gun violence in St. Paul, police say they've seen a drop since starting a new community initiative. Sammy Salina explains their strategy.
Changing the way St. Paul handles youth crime is a monumental task.
It is not overnight.
That's why Brooke Blakey, the director for the Office of Neighborhood Safety, and St. Paul Police Commander Jeff Stiff with the Aspire program call each other nonstop.
Sometimes we argue on the phone, like Brooke and I sometimes argue like husband and wife, right?
Their organization started up last summer when Mayor Carter commissioned new ways to address safety.
How is this different than how we addressed youth crime prevention in the past?
We're looking at individuals that we know are at high risk. And what we're doing is we're looking at not only them, but their family, the family dynamics that go and play into that, as well as the community dynamics that run into play.
Stiff will refer people of all ages to Blakey's office, and they'll team up with other organizations to get resources to not only victims, but kids committing crimes, their friends, family, and support systems.
Whether it's bus passes, or I need to fill your fridge up with food, or I really need you to have a conversation with PHA.
But they say they're dealing with a broken system.
What I think is really important to denote is that the juvenile justice system, when it was originally set up, was set up for real low-level crimes, truancy, theft.
Now, we just saw a 17-year-old get charged for murder.
Clee Swee is the boy holding a replica gun to another boy's head in a Harding High School bathroom last year. He got probation and was eventually released. Last week, he was charged with shooting and killing Michael Brazel.
That young man may have not had that link. He entered into the correction system, and they did all of those things that are within their purview at that moment. But what we don't take into account is the trauma that brought him there.
What I can say is that there was a ball drop somewhere. Right.
They say this is the kind of scenario they want to fix, where an at-risk youth doesn't have to face the same risky environment.
The next steps is the communication. Where was that gap? And then how do we fill that gap?
Sammy Salina, KARE 11 News.